I like when you're here because you want to experience some kind of transformation. Because this week there will be some theory, but then there will be practical experience. Because if it just remains theory, it doesn't really go deeper within us. It stays on a very superficial level of consciousness. And so therefore we will have this kind of theory, but then also going into the practical part. Okay, so let's get started. This topic is very, very fascinating to me because I lived first as a monk here, not just in India, but also in Europe from 2014 till 2016. So I was really into meditation, prayers, studying the ancient yoga texts and so on and so forth. And you live as a monk and you're also a little bit in a bubble because you're very protected. You know, if you live with 40, 50 or later in India with 100 other monks together, then you're also very protected. You're in your own world. So then when I came from India back to Europe, to Germany, I realized that all the things I had learned were very powerful, but at the same time, I was getting into a relationship, my wife sitting here. I was, having to earn money and all of this, and then suddenly all of these things came up that I wasn't aware of. When I was a monk, I thought, wow, I'm probably almost enlightened, I think I figured it out. And then coming back to Europe and becoming part of society was the reality check of where I was at. So then I was going into what helps me to heal and to transform. I was looking into all kinds of things, and I first turned myself a little bit away from yoga because often the message is, okay, transcend, control the mind, go beyond your mind, go beyond your body. And while that is ultimately what we are trying to do, you will see quickly if you are not first in touch with your body, with your mind, with your identity, there's no question of transcending anything. And then I later realized whatever I was finding in modern psychology and alternative psychology, I realized that this was actually part of the ancient yogic texts. So then I kind of connected these two things again together. The ancient scriptures and what alternative and modern psychology had to say. And it was actually 3 years ago when I came upon a concept that was very powerful. I'm sure you've heard about the 5 koshas, maybe the 5 different bodies, like physical body, etheric body, and mental, emotional, subconscious, causal body. So there are different layers. And I studied this and I was like, wow, that's really cool. I can see some similarities between modern science and this. But then I started to actually experience them. It's a different to study. I don't know if you visited any workshop or you study any yoga. It's one thing to hear about it, to hear that you are the soul and not the body and it can transcend the mind. But then when you have such a powerful spiritual experience, then you're blown away. You're like, whoa, okay, this stuff is actually real. So it was like this for me too. When I started to experience and to see and to perceive these different layers, and started to work with them, I saw that this is really powerful stuff. And I also realized some of the things that are really key and common, because since 2016, 2017, I started working as a coach, as a relationship coach actually, and then that continued up to now. So I had lots of experience dealing with people and their problems, which are usually the same, you get hurt by something someone said, you struggle to express your emotions, you feel stuck on some level. Usually it's the relationship or the career, sometimes it's both. But usually what I find, some people, they are more good with their career and they struggle with their relationship life. Or they have good relationship life, but they're a little lost in their career, so sometimes this is there. What do you feel? Where are you at? Who feels out of relationship and purpose, where do you feel this is your area? Who feels relationship life? Okay, 1. Okay, who feels purpose, career, identity in this life? Okay. Anyone feels any other area they want to focus on? Both. Okay, who feels both? Okay, nice. Okay, it is both. Sorry, I didn't even ask. Okay, no, it was a question.
More into the
Relationship. Yes. So you will see this will be very, very helpful, and it's very simple. the problem in spiritual life is that most of the things we need to do are very simple, but we like complicated. So many times I talk to people, hey, give me the blueprint, the 12 steps, the books to read, I want to all figure it out, but it often doesn't work like that. Because what usually controls our entire being are subconscious emotions. So let's go through these 5 levels of existence. So the first one, actually let's start with the highest one. Let's start with the original state according to yoga philosophy, which is Ananda, which means bliss, which means love. So love means between us, the tiny soul, and the supreme soul, there's an eternal loving bond. It's like ecstatic, it's fulfilling, and maybe some of you at some point, you tapped into it doing yoga and meditation on life. Sometimes we get a glimpse of it. And this powerful bond at some point in time is broken. And that's when everything starts. When we are disconnected from the source, when we are disconnected from the divine, then the trauma starts. And then comes the very first manifestation. So this natural state is called Anandamoy. It's when we're connected. It's when we are in knowledge. It's when we are really in our true self and identity. And just about that topic, we could speak days and weeks. It's a lot to say about that. But just to keep it now simple because of time, this is the original state. And this state can really be experienced through meditation, especially mantra meditation, because that transcendental sound, if you go deeper in your consciousness, it can really penetrate through the different layers of the heart, and sometimes you get this experience. When you chant, when you have kirtan, sometimes you might get, wow, what? That's a different type of happiness. So that's, when the Atma, the true self, is kind of like popping through a little bit, and then we get covered again. So that's the first or the last layer. We're starting from the first covering of the heart. Then, when we're disconnected from the source, what happens then? Because the connection of the source is we are enjoyed and we serve. But then what happens is now we want to enjoy, we want to control. And then the causal body manifests. The causal body is almost pure awareness and pure consciousness. It's called Mahat Buddhi. It's this cosmic intelligence, cosmic awareness. It's basically, maybe you've experienced this, when you're able to fully zoom out of your current identity and you're kind of able to look at yourself, okay? And that's the causal body, and it has these seeds of material desire. If you're in that state, you're already very blissful, very peaceful. It's like nirvana, it's really peaceful, it's really good. So it's a very advanced stage, okay? So we have Anandamoy and then Vijnanamoy that I just described, the causal body. Then we come to where why most of you probably, why we're here in this world, it's Manamoy. It's kind of like and Manomoy is the mental body, your mind, and it's divided in 4 different parts. It's the Ahankara, the ego, your identity. Then it's the subconscious mind, the conscious mind or emotional mind, and then the analytical mind. So it's 4 different parts. I would love to show you here on the screen, but basically to kind of like help you a little bit to, I will get you to experience this soon. And I also have a handout for it, but it's basically, to again describe it, analytical mind is the thinking mind. Like, what is this guy talking about? Have I heard this before? Where did I hear this? Does it make sense, This analyzer that's constantly going on, planning, asking questions, worrying, It's that analytical mind. It's actually called Buddhi. However, not to confuse with Mahat Buddhi, the cosmic intelligence, okay? It's like the little brother or the little sister. We're getting a bit technical now, but mention it anyway. Then you have Manas, the emotional mind. This is kind of, I want this, I don't want that. I want to be in India, then we're in India, I wish I would be back in the West. We're in warm climate, we want cold climate. We want something sweet, then we want something salty. It's constantly accepting, rejecting, sankalpa, vikalpa. And this emotional mind is controlled by our subconscious mind. And that's the difficult part. Because most of our identity and existence, we're not aware of it. We're not conscious of it. We think we are, but most of our behavior is controlled from the subconscious mind. We are pushed left and right and up and down. And this is called chitta. And then the other part is our identity, ahankara, the ego. Oh, the ego. So the ego is not necessarily bad. But when it's a passionate ego, when it's a very tamasic, a very victim mentality ego, then it's problematic. When the ego is very purified and very healthy and very strong, you need an ego. If you don't have an ego, then you're not going to be here on planet Earth anymore. Okay, so the ego is important. Because sometimes we say the ego is a bad thing. There's only the false ego. The ego that we take on to be someone that we are not. Okay, so, and I make it short, then we have the energetic body, pranamoy, chakras, energy channels, so on and so forth. I'm sure you're familiar with that. And then we have anamoy, the food body, our physical body. Okay, so we have these 5 bodies. We have physical body, energetic body, the mental body, which is divided in analytical mind, emotional mind, subconscious mind, and identity. Then we have the causal body or existence, and then anandamoy. We have the spiritual body in existence. Okay, so now let's look at what really controls us a lot. And I want to start with something that might surprise you with the physical body. I'm not going to do any exercise nor any yoga, although this is very helpful actually. But trauma really starts, like I said, when we want to be disconnected and independent from the source, from God, from the universe, however you want to call it. And we try to find our home here in this world. And we try to find happiness through enjoying something instead of love. Now, before we come and incarnate into this particular incarnation, many of us, we have resistance. We don't want to. Why? Because we've done it so many times. This is not the first time you're here on planet Earth. Definitely not the first time. We have done it so many times, and because on a subtle level, we reject it, we struggle to fully become present here in this incarnation. How do you notice that you don't fully become present? For example, victim mentality. I would like to do this, but I can't because of this reason, because of that reason. Someone hurt me, someone said this. Yes, we all have our story, but when we say that we can't get into our power because of someone or something else, then we give all of our power away. Therefore, forgiveness is so important. Not for the other person that hurt us, but because if it's the other person that hurt us, and therefore we can't be who we want to be, this person controls our entire existence subconsciously. That's the reason why we forgive. Not for the other person, actually for ourselves. Now, to fully accept this incarnation, I want to do a little guided meditation where you fully connect to your body. Because the first thing whenever I work with people is getting them back into your body, in their body. Because these different parts of our identity, they're all messed up for most of us. They're not in alignment, you know. Our mind wants something, our body wants something, our intelligence wants something. It's not in alignment with our soul, and then we're confused. And when you're not connected to the body, what is the response of being a trauma survival response? Fight, flight, fawn, freeze. Yeah? Fight or flight is quite clear. Freeze could become expressed as depression, mental exhaustion, feeling stuck, not knowing which direction to go. Fawn, always pleasing others, making others happy, being the good girl, the good boy, and then not expressing who we are, and then building up resentment and anger over time that suddenly explodes. So therefore we're going to do now a little meditation where we really connect to the body and to this present incarnation. Okay? I'm going to play some meditative music, and I want you to know that I'm guiding the meditation, and I recommend that you follow my voice, but while you follow my voice, you can also use your intuition. What you don't want to do is go into la la land. Okay? So meditation, there's meditation and there's dreaming. It's like when you sit there and you go in all kinds of places in your mind. Technically, that's not meditation. It's not bad because you go, it's relaxing, but I would like you to stay as much as you can present. Okay, let me see. Okay. This is also a special sound that is meant to bring you from your better brain frequency, thinking, analyzing, to a more feeling state, to go more down. Okay, so first of all, I want you right now to think about a person in this room. Don't freak out. Any person. You might have just seen them briefly when you came in. And I want in your heart to say a prayer for this person right now. That you wish this person happiness and healing in this meditation and in this workshop. Just go in your heart and wish this person from the core of your heart happiness, maybe good health, healing. And once you've done that, I want you to visualize every person here in this workshop, and I want you to pray for each person here in this workshop. May they find healing, may they find happiness, may they find their true home. Okay. Very nice. Very good. And this already, as I can see, gets some of you into your feeling state, and it's okay. Just feel whatever comes up. It's fine. And now I would like you to start to connect to your physical body. Start to feel your head, your neck, your shoulders, chest, thighs, knees. Just connect with each part of your body. And if you perceive any noise, don't worry. It's just gonna get you deeper and deeper into this meditation. Just feel your body. Do you feel any tension? Okay. I want you to breathe now. Deeply inhale and exhale. Okay. Letting go. One more time. Deeply inhaling and exhaling. Fully letting go, relaxing, fully arriving, letting go of the day and the week. Letting go. One more time. Deeply inhaling and exhaling. Very good. Just calm down, it's all good. And just be open. I'm ready to face whatever comes up for me today. I'm open. Great. Now, as you are connecting to your body and feeling your body, you can see that many of you are already much more connected, which is beautiful. Now I want you to connect to the earth. I know we are high up in the house, but still we can connect to the earth element. I want you to imagine how roots are going from the bottom of your spine down into the earth. Some of you might think of an invisible elevator that goes from the bottom of your spine down into the earth. Really connect to Mother Earth. And I want you to visualize how you send any stress, negativity, lower emotions down into the earth. And don't worry, the earth is very happy to take it. The earth is very happy to take it and to recycle it. So don't worry, just send any stress, any worries down into the earth. All down. Good. Good. Let it go. Connecting to the earth. And feel how the earth is actually also giving you shelter. How it's your home. How you actually, a part of you is so happy to be here, despite some challenges. Okay, great. Now, I want you to visualize how from the earth energy, healing energy, is coming up from the center of the earth, flowing up your feet, your legs, your knees, thighs, to the bottom of your spine. Feel that earth energy flowing up. And keep breathing also, deeply inhale. Letting go. Deeply connecting to the earth. Very nice. And just let it go. When feelings come, just feel them, observe them, let them go. And just feel how the earth is there to provide you with healing, safety, security. Feel how the earth energy is flowing up. A tingling sensation, giving you a feeling of warmth, of shelter. And now try within your mind to say, I'm happy to be on planet Earth. I'm here for a reason. I know I've come here to contribute to humanity. I know I'm here to give something back to others. I'm so grateful to be here. Yes, there might have been challenges, there might have been difficulties, but I know it's all happening for me so I can become the person that I am meant to be. Please everyone keep breathing, deeply inhale, exhale. One more time, deeply inhaling, exhale. You're all doing absolutely amazing, very wonderful. Feel that gratitude. And now we'll go even a step further and just be open and ask Mother Earth for any insights that you need right now. Any insights as to your purpose, your relationships, any insights that are right now important to you, any lessons, anything you need to know. Feel in your heart. Anything you want to take away from you. You're doing so well. I'm really happy to see this. Good. And be open. I'm open. Just take in. Okay. And now I would like you to feel some gratitude in your heart for any realization that you've experienced today. Comfortable, uncomfortable, whatever it is. Feel some gratitude. And now that the Goddess of Earth is always there for you, to bless you, to heal you. At any time, at any moment. It's not just a planet we can walk on. It's personal. There's healing energy. There's powerful force that we can connect to at any time. Going to count to 3, and then you can slowly go back, come out of this meditation, feeling more healed, feeling more in your body, feeling more connected. 1, 2, and 3. You can open your eyes. So it's very beautiful to see. Many of you were quite disconnected, and in this meditation you really connected. Why we're doing this exercise? Okay, before I say anything, I want each of you to say one word about what you just experienced. One word. Can we start here on the left? Is it okay? Just one word.
Sad.
Sad.
Energy.
Energy.
Grateful.
Grateful.
Blessing.
Blessing. Beautiful.
Calm.
Calm.
Gratitude.
Gratitude.
Connected.
Connected.
Connected as well.
Connected.
Surprise.
Surprise. Okay, good.
A bit dizzy actually.
Easier.
No, dizzy.
Dizzy. We come back to that. It's very, very interesting.
Dislocated.
Hmm?
Dislocated.
Dislocated. Okay.
Discomfort.
Discomfort.
Peaceful.
Peaceful. connection, warmth,
Connection and gratefulness.
connection, gratefulness. Nice.
Grounded.
Grounded. Love? Beautiful.
Love.
Love? Okay.
I felt grounded.
Grounded.
Peaceful.
Peaceful.
Connected.
Connected.
Less stressed.
Less stressed. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone, for sharing. I feel grateful because I could see what this meditation is so powerful because, first of all, we are often very disconnected from our body, and when we connect to our body, something else happens. We connect to our emotions. And some of you experienced this. Some of you felt them. Some of us, we like, ooh, okay, something is coming up. Okay, it's a bit out of control. It's all okay. But if you're doing any type of trauma healing, or if you do this with other people, this is always a good first. This is the first step. Connection to the body. Yeah. Some people, you can fully heal your trauma with your body. It depends, you know. Everyone has their way a little bit of what they would like to focus on. But this is definitely a powerful way. Now, we see. When we are in survival mode or in this victim mentality, it's always a sign we're disconnected. If you felt now, you mentioned dizzy or disconnected, it's also an indication that, you're more of a thinker. So, an intellectual, analytical, logical person sometimes could be, and it's not a good or not a bad sign. It's just like making you aware. Okay, there's more room for me to connect more with my body, which is a good sign because now you already have one key. Okay, so whenever we notice something in our healing, we don't want to become depressed and like, oh, another thing. I thought I had taken care of this. It's like, okay, another opportunity, another possibility, another gift which will allow me to find healing and transformation. So when it comes to healing, we want to keep it light, joyful, and pleasant. Don't be like me, who goes for 2 years, with my German mind, just healing, transformation until I'm completely exhausted and burnt out. Keep it light, keep it fun. Depends where you're from, if you're like my wife, she's from the south, she's more light, open, and easy. I'm from a more cold country, I tend to be sometimes, So this is important. No, this is not a joke, it's very important. You need to keep your healing journey exciting, light, and open. If your spiritual life is not exciting, light, and open, and it's not always like this, okay? But long term, we want to have this experience because otherwise we lose enthusiasm, and then we think something is wrong with us or with our path, and then we get fully distracted. Okay, so let me see. Now we come to the next body, and we're going to briefly touch upon it, which is, this is a huge thing, the energetic body, okay? Like chakra healing is now very famous and all of this, but I just want to do simple things. So the earth is basically connecting you to the feminine. Earth, mother, also those of you who have a very strong connection, good relationship with your mother, chances are you had a good experience also now in this meditation. It's really like connected to mother, moon, feminine energy, Now, when we focus on the etheric, energetic body, I just want to focus on cosmic energy. Cosmic energy can come from, in one sense, any planet. I'd like to choose the moon or the sun, ideally the sun, so we have the balance between the masculine and feminine. But from my experience, sometimes we are not comfortable. If we have a father wound, when I say connect to the sun, some of you will feel like you burn. Others of you will feel like, oh yeah, let me take the power in. So we all have our different conditioning. So we'll do a little meditation with that. And in that meditation, we connect to that cosmic energy, which is kind of like more connected to your purpose in this life. Okay? So you ready for that? Not that it's getting too much, we're making different meditations. Is this thing still working? I thought the meditation music was still on. Oh yeah, okay, it stopped playing. Good. Okay. Okay, before we, you can close your eyes and get comfortable also, I forgot to mention this. I know most of us are yogis, but if you're not comfortable right now in the position in which you are, actually for this meditation it's still okay, but later in our next meditation it's important that you're just very comfortable. If you can be comfortable in lotus position or whatever, totally fine, just make sure you're in a position where you can be relaxed. And if you're not, get yourself in a relaxed position. In our third meditation, I might even ask you to lay down, those of you who want, because I just want you to be comfortable. For this meditation, sitting is actually best. Okay. So close your eyes. Again, think of one person that you want to pray for or send good wishes. Any person, think of some healing, happiness you sent them. Then again, think of the entire class of all the people that are here in this room. Okay. Very, very wonderful. Then I want you to connect to the earth. Feel the earth energy. Connect back to the earth. Good. Alright. Now, I want you to connect to either the moon or the sun. Just go with your intuition. No need to overthink. Any of them will do. And I want you to imagine how from this planet, cosmic energy, which is a golden light, a blue light, a white light, comes from that planet and enters you on top of your head, all the way down your neck. Might be a tingling sensation. The cosmic energy is coming down your neck, your shoulders, and it's going down the back of your spine, all the way down to the bottom of your spine, and then flowing up belly, solar plexus, into your heart. You can also visualize how it's directly going from the top of your head into your heart, if that's easier. Just feel how that stream of golden light, white light, blue light is coming down. Okay, good. Okay, let's take one breather together. Deeply inhale. Exhale. And one more time, deeply inhale. And exhale. Good. Feel how this cosmic energy is going into your heart. Okay, very good. Now start to feel your heart. And I want you to visualize how from your heart this light, pinkish, bluish, white, whatever color it is for you, is expanding like a bubble, expanding from your heart with a feeling of gratitude or joy, if you can feel that. Expanding from your heart. All around you. A beautiful aura. Just visualize it. Very nice, very good. There's no right or wrong. Just follow your intuition. If you struggle to visualize it, just feel it. Whatever works for you. Feel that cosmic energy coming, entering you on the top of your head, coming down. If you feel any block, just become aware. Okay, there's a block. Don't judge yourself. Just observe, we're just conscious observers. No need to take part in the drama of our mind. Feel how the cosmic energy is coming down, all the way down your spine, taking a U-turn at the bottom of your spine and flowing up your belly, solar plexus, and entering into your heart, creating a beautiful aura all around you. This aura is your space. Your space. You decide how big or how small your aura is. I recommend at least an arm's length, but your aura can be hundreds of meters. This is your space. No one else has any business in there. Okay. We're gonna take it a step further. I want you to visualize the edge of your aura, and I want you to visualize a beautiful lotus flower or rose, whatever flower you connect most with. Whitish, pinkish lotus or a beautiful rose, whatever works for you. I want you to visualize this healing flower on the edge of your aura, which differentiates between your space and the rest of the world. And you can adjust this healing flower and always keep it between you and another person. It's not a fence or wall, it's just, this is my space, this is your space. Okay? You can create these at any time, whenever you feel uncomfortable. Visualize a beautiful flower, healing flower, between you and another person to energetically differentiate yourself. And for those of you who want, you can take even another step and visualize how this healing lotus, this healing rose, goes now to any part of your body where you need healing, and it's going to absorb any lower negative energy or difficult emotions, to just getting absorbed into this flower. Deeply inhale with me and exhale. One more time, deeply inhale and exhale. Okay, feel how this healing flower is absorbing any negative energy. Good. And once this is done, you can take that flower and you can visualize how you burn it, or you send it to the edge of the universe, far away from this room, and manifest a new healing flower. You can create unlimited amount of such healing flowers. Because in the energetic space, what we visualize can become a reality. And the more this healing flower is connected to an emotion of gratitude, the more powerful it will be. Okay. Good. Now again, fill your heart with gratitude. I'm grateful for this experience. Whatever I've experienced will serve me to transform, to become a more loving human being, to find clarity, to find direction. Okay, now one more time. Deeply inhale and exhale. Okay, good. I'm going to count to 3, and then you can open your eyes, come back to your conscious awareness. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Now, this meditation might have been a little bit more, it's difficult, but if you haven't done any energy work at all, it might have been a little bit more challenging. But it's kind of like an important piece of the puzzle. And just to now understand how much you connect to your energetic body, I want you to feel and experience your energetic body. Take your hands, do like this, open your hand chakras. Actually, my wife should be doing this, she's the expert in energy healing. So take this, and now I want you to slowly move your hands together until you start to feel like some resistance, some warmth, some invisible block or magnet. Let me know if you feel something. Yeah. Quite some sensitivity. Can look at me right now. Who feels something? Yes? Now I want you to visualize how you're expanding this now. Fill it with gratitude and love. And this is one way of how you can expand your energy field. Just see if you can still feel it. You can also play a little bit. If you're sensitive, you can feel it. You can move your hands. And if you don't feel anything, don't worry right now about it. I'm just including it. I could do this for longer. I like this. Okay, good. So this is actually something my wife taught me. This is a beautiful way to kind of like check your aura and check where you are at energetically. And these are two things you actually want to do in the morning. You want to check in, how connected am I to Earth? How am I connected to the cosmic energy, right? And when you practice more, you actually realize that there's constantly like this cosmic energy is constantly coming down, but sometimes we are like a little bit before, a little bit like we're not really connected to it. And like with practice, you will feel, even when it comes down, it will feel like you might start to feel dizzy or something. You feel like, wow, okay. Like when I started to experiment, okay, otherwise you will all go into alpha state. You will go back in there, but. When I started to experiment with that, and really, when you really connect with your physical and energetic body, it's so powerful. Like, I can't even describe to you. I mean, I did all kinds, I did a lot of meditation. I do meditation every day for 2 hours for the last 11 years. Sometimes I meditate for 1 day. And I can tell you that it's very powerful. It's the most powerful. But if you're not in your body, if you're not connected to your energetic body and emotional body, it will be very superficial. You can chant mantras. One saint said that for many lifetimes. Look out, go in here and out there. Only if you're able to bring it deeper down into your heart. And then it's very powerful. Very, very powerful. Okay, so maybe briefly, maybe not all of you, just a few of you, you can just, in the room, just say whatever, one word that you felt now during this experience. Just say it out loud. Go for it. Safe. Cleaning. Nice. Light. Anyone else? Stardust. Nice.
I've heard something unusual, like
Yeah.
this is the first time we went.
Yeah.
And it felt like there is something in between. Like,
Yes, exactly. Yes.
it's like, I don't know.
This is the energetic field. This is how you actually feel it. You know, because some of you might even believe, I don't know your background, that this is not real. You know, it's just concept theory. It sounds nice, but it's actually there. You can actually feel it, and some of us can even see it. You know, some of us can see these auras, colors, and things, but you can feel it with practice. So it's very nice that when my wife told me that, you know, for the first time, it's like, yeah, you can actually feel your aura and energetic body. It's like, yeah, you know, this she's talking about. And then I was like, oh, okay, what is this? You know, like, because I was very rational, logical person, and I was like, very surprised. So, but it's real stuff. Like, it's real stuff. Like, I was a monk for 3 years, and I thought this is real stuff. But actually, after my monk time, my real monk time started, then all of the theory really became real. Like, it's, you know, it's actually happening. Okay, good. You want more? You want one more? We can do all the 5 bodies, but huh?
So is our
Yes. Yes. I mean, you want to say something on it?
You can actually it is around, but when you like check it, it's like you're checking your hand chakra when you do this. So you can be more like in different places of the body, it's like shrink it and expand it. But here you're like checking the hand more, and then you can actually increase it and put it in the body.
Yeah, there's a lot you can do, and thank you for sharing that. So it's like a simple checkup. Okay, how connected am I? How strong is my energy field? Like, it's like very happy to hear. This is pretty much my reaction. Like, I feel something strange. Something is going on here. When I was in Sri Lanka this year, like for the first time in my life, I always thought, okay, now I'm grounded. In spiritual life it's like this. Okay, now I experience the Ananda, now I experience God, and then you realize after some time, wow, it goes deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, and there's no end. So I always thought, okay, I'm pretty grounded. And then in Sri Lanka, I loved the nature there so much that I felt I kind of like melted into the earth. And when you do that, immediately your spirit, like your soul, awakens too. So there's a very strong connection between how connected you are to the earth and your soul. Because sometimes we're not this body, I'm not a human, I'm a soul. Yes, this is all correct. But if you're not a healthy human being, which is unfortunately true for 99% of us, then you will not transcend, but you will, now I forgot the word, you will bypass. You are spiritually bypassing. That's my favorite thing, your human nature. Okay. So now we're coming to the most powerful part from my experience. And this is something you probably already heard about. Have you heard about the inner child? Yeah? Just raise your hand so I have some idea. Okay, most of you have heard about this. Now, from my experience, and I've really spent like 2,000-3,000 hours working with people one-on-one, this is the most powerful tool for transformation for most people because it's directly connected to your mind, to your mental body. Okay, so it's not just healing your childhood. It has the power to heal many previous lifetimes. I did past life regression, and sometimes I do it with people if it's like really required to see a past life because they're so hung up in this life, and but rarely, very, very rarely it's required. Most of the times it just confuses people. When they see their past life, they get really confused, and actually, once you open this channel of your past lives, you want to be a little bit mindful with that, if you're ready for that, because we were not all, spiritual gods and goddesses in our past life. There's a lot that's going on, right? So the inner child, why is it so powerful? Because as I mentioned in the beginning, our original state is a state of love, not material love. I love you, you love me, let's get together and be happy. No, really a deep love. And in our childhood, ideally, we get a good shot of that. Some good, unconditional love from our mother or father. Yeah, some really strong experience. Reality is, for most of us, this doesn't happen. We are still suffering from 2 world wars and from so many things that are going on a karmic level, that most of our parents, what they did? They were in survival mode. Working very hard, to kind of like arranging for our life. Or sometimes there can be some difficult karma between us and our parent. Like I always felt a little bit like what happened? Like this family is good, but what am I doing here? Like if you see a picture of my family, I don't look similar to hardly anyone. Maybe a little bit my mother, a little bit, but they're all very different, So sometimes it is like that. So already when we come into our womb, and you can actually regress yourself there. I don't recommend it. It's a very unpleasant experience. It's dark. You have full awareness. And if you're not happy about this incarnation, you can't move, can't do anything. You're just in the womb. This is where often trauma starts for some of us. Therefore, I did this first incarnation, first meditation. Now, the inner child is longing for unconditional love. And I've seen many people doing inner child work on a mental level, not on an emotional or subconscious level. Inner child work is very, very, very deep, very deep. And if you heal your inner child on a subconscious, deeper level, then it really opens the doors. Especially if you appreciate this path of bhakti, the path of love and devotion, very powerful. And from there, you can really take off. I'm not saying it's the only thing. There's so many things that you can do to heal your trauma, but this is powerful. From my experience, usually in the beginning we need some help because we sneak out. Our mind is constantly looking for a way to not face what we're meant to face. But the inner child work is something you can do on your own. You can do it every day and you can regularly check in. So therefore I would like to do this with you now. Because, see, actually, any problem we have in life is because of a lack of love. This sounds not very cheesy, but it's the truth. Because if you fully feel loved, then you will feel safe, you feel determined, you feel clarity, you feel your identity, and even when obstacles or challenges happen in your life, it will not throw you off. Because why do they feel so painful? Because we start to judge ourselves. Because the negative self-talk starts. Because we become a victim. But if we would actually feel connected, if we would feel this inner love and appreciation, if we would actually be kind to ourselves, you'd be surprised how tough we often are with ourselves. And often the people that are most kind and loving towards others and want to help others so much have usually, quite some situation with themselves. So we're going to explore this now. Okay, let's get started. But I want you to now be fully comfortable. If you want to lay down, which I might even recommend, lay down, because you need to fully relax for this. Otherwise, you're not going to get it. And I also want you to really feel now. Because before I could see quite a few of you, there was something coming up, and you were like, oh, no, I'm not going to do this today. So I really encourage you now, face it, feel it, and just be a conscious observer. See, the problem with emotions are not the emotions, it's the story that is connected to our emotions, okay? Like, it's not sadness, but the story that is connected to sadness that is giving us so much trouble. Okay, so let's get ready. And I can tell you afterwards also where we find this principle of inner child in Bhagavad Gita. Because this is not just some modern concept from Carl Jung, this is actually also found in the yogic texts. Okay, everyone comfortable? That this meditation will allow you to experience deep healing, deep transformation, and will allow you to truly embrace your human nature so that you can understand that ultimately you are the Atma, the soul, part and parcel of the Supreme Soul, full of knowledge, eternal, full of love and bliss. So visualize a person in this room that you wish happiness and gratitude and healing. Think of a person, maybe even the person you felt like, I'm not sure if I like them, maybe especially that person, or a person you very much like. And visualize the entire room. I wish everyone healing, transformation and deep insight. We're all brothers and sisters, just have forgotten. Deeply inhale and exhale. One last time. Deeply inhale and exhale. The inner child is the younger version of who you are in this life. It's usually between 3 and 5 years old, could be younger, could be older. It's you as a young child looking for something. Keep that in your mind as you're connecting to the earth. Feel Mother Earth, feel the earth energy that is there, giving you a feeling of safety and security. Always there for you at any point of time. You're actually never alone. Feel the cosmic energy from the moon and sun. Feel the aura from your heart. And now I want you to visualize that in your heart there is a lotus flower. And we are now taking down 5 steps into this lotus flower. And when you arrive at the last step, you're going to meet your inner child, that little boy, that little girl that has a message for you. Okay, see the steps in front of you. They are white, golden, beautiful steps that lead you down into this lotus, and your inner child is waiting for you. You're going to experience your inner child, you're going to experience healing, you're going to experience transformation. This meditation is going to be very easy for you. If you hear any noise, it's just going to make you to go deeper and deeper and deeper into this meditation. Okay. Visualize the steps. And then you see the first step. And each step you take, you go deeper and deeper into this meditation. As you're taking the second step, going deeper and deeper into this meditation, as you're taking the third step, feeling your entire body and system relaxing more, as you're taking the fourth step, and then taking the last step, right now, meeting your inner child, being face to face with your inner child. Notice the little boy, the little girl, and ask yourself, how is my inner child feeling? What does my inner child need? What is my inner child looking for? Maybe it's a hug. Maybe it's some words of affirmations. Maybe your inner child just wants to play with you. And just keep feeling and breathing. Keep breathing, everyone. Come on. Keep breathing. Let go as you feel. Whenever you feel, it's important that you breathe. There's a lot of healing energy in this room. Very good. Feeling towards your inner child? Are you feeling joy and love? Are you feeling some resistance to give your inner child what it really, really needs? Notice how you're feeling towards your inner child, and remember, your inner child is you as a younger version. It's that younger version of you that is craving for that unconditional love. Excited, playful. Just observe how you're feeling towards your inner child. Is there any sadness, any shame, any anger, any fear? Just consciously feel and inhale and exhale, releasing any negativity and emotion. As you exhale, deeply inhale and exhale, releasing. One more time. ocean down into the earth. The earth is so happy to take that, to receive that, and to give you healing energy. Beautiful, wonderful. And again, listen to what your inner child has to say. Does the inner child want that hug? To just play with you, be with you? Or has something important to say to you? Whatever it is, just be open-minded. And if you feel any resistance, just be very honest and open. Just surrender to the present moment. Surrender, be present. We're letting go of shame, of fear, of anger. We're fully arriving in this moment. We're fully choosing love over fear. And each time you feel a block, each time you feel any tension, just deeply inhale and exhale, letting go. Good. Very nice. And maybe now you can turn towards your inner child and say, I've missed you. I actually long to be with you. I long to experience this unconditional love. I'm tired to look for it in another person. I'm tired to look for this happiness outside of myself. I know that all happiness can be found within me. And if you can't say it, hey, it's good to be here with you. I'm so happy to see you. I love you so much. If you can't say that yet, then just express wherever you are at, whatever you can say. Just be honest, be authentic, be real. You can never fake anything in front of a child. The child immediately picks up. Visualize how you give your inner child a hug, or hold each other's hand. And we're now evoking the presence of some very powerful healing energy. There's going to be very powerful healing energy that is raining down on you right now. A golden white light that washes away any tension, any stress, any difficulty. It's just washing it away, clearing it away, down into the earth. You're going to feel relief. You're going to feel light. You're going to feel that awareness that you are eternal, full of knowledge, full of bliss, all expanding, part and parcel of the supreme consciousness that is expressed right now in the human body. Feel the lightness, feel at ease. You feel lighter than you felt ever before. You feel good, you feel grateful. Feel powerful. You feel one with yourself, one with the earth. You feel that we're somehow all connected, that we're here for a reason, and that this human experience is just there to teach us certain lessons before we return to the source. And as you experience yourself as golden white light, I want you now to visualize the source from which everything comes. In whatever way you please, the source of all existence. Call it universe, God, divine. Visualize that source and feel how you're eternally connected with that source in love. Feel that shelter and a beautiful loving relationship, and know that this is your eternal home. I'm going to sing now one mantra that awakens that dormant love within us. And you're going to take tremendous healing, transformation, and insight from it. This mantra opens your heart chakra. It addresses the divine feminine and masculine principle, and it calls upon divine compassion within our hearts. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Take a deep breath in and exhale. I'm now calling you slowly out of the state. You will remember everything that you need to remember from today's workshop. Even if it's just one principle, something you'll take away from today that will guide you on the rest of your journey. And I want you to now make a commitment to not give up. Whatever happens in your life, whatever challenge, whatever difficulty may come, you're not going to give up. You're going to move forward. You're going to go all the way, and you're going to follow your heart's calling. The world needs people like you so urgently. So be part of the spiritual revolution that is happening right now. Be part of the upliftment of this planet. Okay. Now reconnect to your body. Fully become present in your body. You can move yourself a little bit. Feel your body. Feel your feet, knees, shoulders. Move a little bit. To count to 3, you can open your eyes if you haven't already. 1, 2, and 3. Take your time as you're coming out of this meditation. Okay, bit closer. Okay. Okay. You may gently touch your feet, gently. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's not all look at her, but someone can just gently massage her feet a little bit. Okay, so just bringing the last person out of their meditation. Okay, good. Okay, yeah, we can sometimes go very deep in these meditations. It is very possible. So, good. Now, what I think we're going to do for the last 10-15 minutes, we can just, okay, maybe one word anyone wants to share about their experience, and then we can open up for some questions or some sharing. One word you experience, anyone? Yes?
I experienced sleepiness also.
Yes. So sleepiness is like, I mean, when you relax and you calm down, whatever, most dominant is in your body comes out, but also sleepiness, like even if you fell asleep or whatever happened, is also unconscious energy that is released and purified. So even let's say you're knocked out fully or something happened, your subtle body is still there, because, only when we enter into deep sleep, that's when our, manamoya, our mental body is not active. But still then, you get purified. So even if you felt a little bit sleepy and you were not fully able to enter, still there was a lot happening on your subtle body, for sure. It's very visible. So sometimes we experience it more consciously, sometimes not. Depends, So, okay. Anyone else wants to? I guess we can open up for any questions or yes.
I cried like connecting, feeling like someone pushing me. This feeling so good, like.
So you're saying you felt it or you didn't feel it?
Yeah, I feel it.
Ah, okay.
That's why I cried.
Right. Oh, right, nice. Yeah, so I included a lot in this one meditation just because of time. I wanted us to, usually in a child meditation, this is kind of a little bit the causal body, what we did in the end, and beyond that. Depends on your level of awareness and spiritual practice as how deep you went now. But it's a way of kind of like, because sometimes when we face the inner child, a lot comes up. And then it's nice to just be aware of that, because I cannot work with you individually and what's going on and what happened, but then end it on realizing our eternal nature, who we really are. Okay?
Can I say something?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So you had said to be looking for something as a baby or as a child.
Yeah.
So I used to look for tadpoles. So I was always playing in this place that had little tadpoles, and the feeling was curiosity.
Curiosity.
And as I was an adult and I knelt down to myself, it was like I was watching this scene of this wise woman coming to my child,
Nice, okay.
and I just wanted to brush her hair and hold her.
Nice.
Yeah, I started holding her actually before you said.
Good.
But when I was little in that situation, I wasn't really looking for love. I was looking for tadpoles, or maybe I was, I don't know. But
Yeah.
I was playing with them.
Yes, so it's not by chance when a particular scene comes. So, if we would explore this deeper, you'd be surprised.
I actually switched to a dark moment after that of an
Right.
abuse that happened, and I took
Okay.
her by the hand and I walked away, and I
Nice.
was like, it's okay.
Wow, that's powerful. That's very powerful. That's the other thing when I do these meditations. I never know where people end up, where they go. So when you work with someone closely, I can bring them back when they drift. But this is good. But therefore, we offer healing prayers in the beginning and pray for each other. So it all remains in a nice protected container. Because then there's so much good healing energy that even when you go in such a moment, but you did perfectly well. You did exactly what your inner child needed.
Yeah, she really did that.
Yes, you're welcome. So this is when we go throughout the day, many times when we are triggered, feel uncomfortable, not safe, go in survival mode, can quickly make connection to your inner child. And then usually what you need is safety, love, protection. You will need some kind of emotional support. And then when you can give yourself that, and when you know, oh, it's that emotional need that I have, then you will not get so much in your analytical mind and start freaking out and making plans. It's, for example, I was speaking recently to a friend, and then the train was delayed. I mean, I could also pick my own example. Okay, yeah, that's my own story. Came to Rishikesh, we were here from October to January, went to Sri Lanka, came back in April. I got very sick, my wife got very sick with a lung infection, and I had my idea of what I wanted to do here, and then you see a loved one suffering so much, and you see, everything is out of control. Now, what the analytical mind does, fix, control, fix, how can I put this in order, how can I bring this back together, or getting lost in the emotion, getting fully carried away by the emotion. But when you do this in that child, we say, okay, what is my need right now? Safety? Okay, let me see if I can give myself safety. Am I connected to the earth? Am I connected to the cosmic energy? How is my spiritual practice? We can have like these check-ins every morning. Otherwise, our spiritual life is very shallow. I'm actually part of a very big spiritual community. And usually when people come for help, it's because of relationships. Why relationships? Because when you are very close to someone, everything will come up. All the good and all the bad. Everything will be in your face. Therefore, we also live a little bit in a culture that promotes, go a little bit here, go a little bit there, go. From a spiritual perspective, if you actually have a desire to be in a relationship, some of you might not, but if you have, it's good, and if it's a healthy relationship, to be in a relationship because you know where you're at. So like that. Okay, thank you. That's deep. Thank you for sharing that. Very grateful you had that experience.
Also,
Yeah.
I say, I was working with a therapist.
Yeah.
She was from Ecuador.
Yeah.
And she had me buy this doll. But she didn't really tell me the reason. She just said, just tell her things, it'll be okay. But I started having like my whole world with her. like telling her like it's okay. Like I lose my temper or something on the phone. I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe I was trying to be patient. But it's okay. You're just learning. So I'm telling her this to this doll with those clothes with the curtains down.
Right.
But I was telling him that was really, if you guys want to try that, it was so, I felt so grounded when I was doing that practice. When my emotions would get the best of me, or like if I was nervous or if I was fearful, I would talk to her in a way that I wanted to be spoken to.
Yeah.
Because I tried to talk to other younger people in that way, but maybe they're not appreciating it. But when I talk to myself and I realize, this is what I needed.
It's yourself. This, usually what we need, we project it on other people. Like many of you I can see have a very empathic nature, a little bit people pleaser nature as well. So then we have this tendency, we want to save the whole world a little bit, but it's uncomfortable. But if we go really deep, sometimes there's a little boy or girl that wants to be saved within us, And actually when we are, healing happens a lot with consciousness. What did I do today for preparation? I was trying to stay in an as good consciousness as possible. Although I'm leaving tomorrow morning at 7, so there's packing and everything going on. I was trying to, let's stay calm, because if I come here and I'm disconnected, I cannot do anything for you, I cannot serve you. So as people that want to help and uplift others, we have to make sure that our state of consciousness is there, and then we can be there for others. Okay, thank you so much for sharing this. Anyone else wants to ask a question or share anything? Yes?
I just want to say thank you. For the first time, or maybe a long time, my masculine self never cries. My right eye never really
Yeah.
You took the first route today, so that was interesting.
Yeah, I know that too. Like I never cried, and like I had to learn to do that. You know why? Like what is this Sri Gauranga? What is he promoting? Like we should all run around crying? No, but sadness gets stuck in our body. It gets saved. That's another thing about emotions. First, it's just an emotion. It's in motion. Then it's not a problem. But then when it gets stuck, and men in particular have this situation that we sometimes struggle to express our emotions, and I'm not saying women don't. I'm just saying it seems to be happening a lot, and then this emotion gets stuck, and then it builds up, and then at some point it explodes, often as anger. And it's like, randomly, if you ever noticed, maybe you sit in a cafe, someone taps you a little bit, you get very irritated, then there's a subconscious anger that is controlling you going on. Thank you for sharing that. I feel that. Thank you. Okay, anyone else wants to share or say something?
I felt safety and comfort.
That's very good.
It was like this is all I ever wanted in my life, myself, nothing else.
Yes, I can see that your aura really changed a lot. You're like very it's very cool. Yeah, it's very nice.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
If there is like you said, the men sometimes it will manifest as anger when they're deeply hurt. How can we help them to come out of that anger and be able to release that? Because I know a lot of men like
I mean,
So-
there's a general answer and there's a personal answer. The personal answer for you, I would say, is that you have to be detached. Because when you are in a relationship or with a person close in a relationship and you want to save them, help them, it doesn't work so well. Because what you develop then is codependency. He needs you, she needs you to be safe, to be healthy. Because if you start managing his anger, that will become the norm of the relationship. But it's not healthy. So when a person becomes, as a principle now, when a person gets angry and they are in anger and you are there, don't leave the room, go away. When someone is angry, I also have my anger sometimes, trust me, there's not anything good going to happen from anger. So try to, so the principle, first of all, there has to be a detachment, not avoiding healthy attachment. It means you feel them, you have compassion, you want to be with them, but you give them that space to regulate their own emotions.
Okay.
Yeah.
The next question would be if they say they're not exactly angry in that moment, but it's in there, and you want to help.
You go too far. You'll notice you're going too far. The empath as a child learned to pick up anything in the environment. Because as a child you learned, my environment is not safe. Sometimes because parents had dysregulated emotions, suddenly would erupt in emotions, or the environment was not safe. So we learn to scan the environment. So it gives you powerful abilities to read people and feel other people's emotions, but in a relationship can be killer. Because it also means you want to be more focused on yourself. And if you are so full, and if you are so loving, and if the other person comes and they are asking, can you be there for me? Then it's a different story. Okay? Okay. Good. You can also see.
I was just going to thank you. I was going to say that these days I was going through some process, and then I did a song talking about as if God was talking with my little child.
Oh, wow.
And the song says a lot of what you told us today, to connect with nature, that we're not alone, and a lot of
Nice.
things, and that we are bliss, we are peace, we are compassion, and that all comes from God. And today I woke up singing this song for half an hour and talking with this child. And so being here now, it's been very meaningful, and I have this connection with earth so strong with nature. And
It's beautiful.
thank you so much.
Thank you for sharing that. That's wonderful. It's beautiful. Yeah, there's synchronicity, Like people connect not by accident. It's beautiful. Okay. Okay. We take that. Yeah, go on.
So, if one of the things I try to do when you do child work, inner child therapy or inner child
Yeah.
healing, you want to go back and look at your childhood picture. What should I do if I don't have any childhood pictures? I grew up by poor, and even the couple of ones there were, they were, I think, somehow ruined in the rain, or somehow my parents lost track of it. Yeah.
So you're saying there's no clear picture of your inner child and your child in general?
I'm trying to pick from the memory, which is quite usually.
Yeah, I mean, in general, inner child work, it's good to, like, have some guidance in the beginning, but also when the memories are suppressed, you want to be mindful, because sometimes it can be some intense trauma that has been suppressed. But it's also not like everyone should do inner child work. Some people just heal themselves with somatic therapy with their body. Like each one has their particular way. For me, it just so happened that the inner child was the most powerful way. And what I find is, like, even if you don't have a memory from the past, we will quickly separate that identity, that child identity from the self. It's possible. It needs some work. It's a big topic. It's not possible to now give a simple answer. But definitely suppressed memory, practice, and also what your intuition tells you. And also it's not black and white. Sometimes you don't see your inner child, but you feel. You have a sensation. Because not everyone is a visual person also, It's like some people feel energy, some people see energy, so everyone's also different. Like, it's also...
I'm usually visual as well, and then feel both. But
You can also-
I have a hard time going to the depths of it, even when
You can also get in touch with me. You can, actually I just yesterday recorded the same meditation that we did today in one meditation, although I don't think, it's recording also, so I can share that with all of you. I think you're on this Bhakti Yoga Rishikesh group, so I can put a recording in there so you can practice, so you have something for, after this, yeah?